Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are going to talk about broadcast messages today, and I'm just pulling up the information here as we wait for folks to hop on. And let's see, there we go. Okay, so I have my description. If you're here, please say hi. Let me know you're here. Share any questions you have about broadcast messages or anything else. And a few housekeeping type of things. So you will see Dana's name. She is here to help me. She's my virtual assistant. She's amazing. And she will be inviting you to these events. So if you're in this group, I'll probably do another round, although I'm going to take a month off or so for the summer. There'll be another round of lives that I'll do describing this energy work, and the invitation will come from Dana. So I am not seeing any comments, but seeing comments. So weird. Let's see if I can write something. Let me know if you're here. Say hi. Weird. There they are. Okay, there we go. Hi, Larissa. Hi, Hope. So glad you're here. So glad you're here. Okay, so yes, Dana will be helping me out. You'll see her name various places. She's a rock star. I am going to take at least the month of July off from doing these live calls for summer, and I will get back at it possibly in August, but definitely in the fall. So if you have questions or there are things that you were like, ooh, this would be cool to learn more about, then reach out. You can, I think you can message me through this page, or you're certainly welcome to email me. And then the other thing is I want you all to know that I have contributed to a book release that's called Inside Effects: How the Body Heals Itself. And I'm super excited about this. I've never done anything like this before. I'm facing all my fears of being seen. And yes, so I'm sure you'll hear more about that on my social media. I'm positive you will. And so if you want to come to the launch, you can, there's a link in the page. You can sign up to come to the book launch, and there's going to be interviews with all of the various authors, including the ones that are famous, unlike me. But there are a couple of famous authors, including Lynn McTaggart, who wrote The Power of Eight, which is a wonderful book. And then one of the people from The Secret. I think there's one other. So that's all of my news. Let's talk about what a broadcast message is. And again, any questions, write them in. And that includes if you listen to the replay, you can ask questions and I'll come back and address anything. So a broadcast message is a type of energy within the body code system that identifies, I'm going to read it to you, a specific vibrational frequency that is stored in the body and continually sent out, similar to a message from a radio tower. So here's a little bit more about it. Having a negative broadcast message could have harmful influence on the subconsciously formed opinions of others about you, and could cause you to attract people, behavior, or situations that you'd rather not. So for example, if you have a broadcast message in your subconscious mind that sounds something like belittle me, make fun of me, tease me, disrespect me, and this message is going out to other people's subconscious, they receive that and they're more likely to show up in that energy towards you. And so I remember way back when I was in graduate school, I used to bartend on the weekends to make money. And I used to say to people, I'm a freak magnet. Every freaking town comes to my bar and does the freakiest stuff, right? And I would have all kinds of crazy stories. And then later on in my career, I was like, why would I put that out there to the world if I don't want more of that? And early in my work, in my energy healing work, I found something similar to that. And that's not a very kind judgment, but I bartended in South Beach, Miami. And so there were all kinds of characters that would show up. Um, and so you may be conscious of it or you may not be conscious of it, but you may know, like, people think I'm this when I'm really, so much kinder and nicer and deserving of respect. Why are people always disrespecting me? Or why do people treat me in this way when I show up in this energy? So this can explain some of that. Yeah, so let's see if there's anything else I want to read to you from the explanation. There are two types: command messages, such as abuse me or ignore me, or descriptive messages, such as I'm stupid or invisible. Like, people miss you or they don't see you. And excuse me. And then there's a chart. Similar to other body code stuff, there'll be a chart, if you can see that, of very specific ones. So, any questions? Ask away, but I'm going to connect to our group as a whole and just see what we can clear for our group. And what I'll say about these is they're not super common. Most people in a course of doing treatment will have one, maybe two. They're not like despair anchors where you've probably got hundreds. They're way less common than that, but they're tucked in there and they can have a negative impact. Okay. I just swallowed a lemon seed. Let me take a breath. Does anybody in our group have a broadcast message that is ready to be released and cleared today? Yes. It's the first one in column A, B, even row, B2. So the first one that comes up is I'm unworthy. So I'm just going to do a handful of these, and then I'll do a clearing at the end for everyone that I speak out loud. And if you're just showing up, please say hi, let me know you're here, ask any questions. We're talking about broadcast messages. So the first one is I'm unworthy. So that would be a descriptive versus a command. Before I go on, I'm going to answer your question, Larissa. It is a negative impact on self and others, right? Because if you're sending out a message about you that really isn't in alignment, then you're going to continue to receive that back at you, which is a negative impact to you, but also a negative impact to other people. It's not like you're hurting other people, but there's likely a creation of conflict or stickiness that the other person feels. When you clear this, the person who benefits most is you. But it can help other people in that they're not being bombarded or hit with that negative statement about you, which then clouds their opinion. So I hope that helps. And if you need more, ask. Okay, so the first one was I'm unworthy. Second one, column A. B, C, even row, C2. The second one that's coming up for our group is a broadcast message that is ignore me. The phrase that goes out is ignore me. So if you are somebody who like doesn't feel seen in a crowd, if you go to like a gathering and nobody talks to you and you're like, it's like I'm not even here, that might be you. Column A, even row, A2, A4. Okay. I'm submissive. So this type of broadcast message can be dangerous because if you have you have this in your subconscious and you're sending it out to people like a narcissist or somebody who's abusive, then that can be an indicator and they can go, oh, well, he or she is submissive. That's a good match for me. And they're drawn to you because of that match energetically. So we want to clear that up. Hi, Allison. Glad you're here. All right, column A, B, C, even. Okay. The next one is treat me like a child. So this could show up like if you've got an employer that micromanages you, or a partner who micromanages you, or tends to make decisions around the home and not include you as an equal. That can be one that shows up. Okay. So we've got some new people signing in. Say hi, let me know you're here. We are getting ready to come to a close and I'm going to do this clearing. We've identified 4 or 5 despair anchors. You can always go back and watch, but I'm going to do one more for our group. So it's the next one in column A. Right, B2. This is a really common one, maybe one of the most common ones I see, and that is I can't. So sending the message out of I can't. And then people are less likely to like give you promotions or give you additional responsibilities, or even like maybe tell you their deepest, darkest secrets or confide feelings and things like that, because there's a resistance of, oh, I can't. That even if it's not conscious, right, it's coming out in this subconscious way. Okay. All right, so let's clear these out for you. So take a nice deep breath in. So we delete, uncreate, and destory all of the despair anchors that I've identified today and spoken out loud. And we do that across all time, space, dimension, or reality, all the way to 0 point. Okay. All right, my dears. So I will see you in a couple months. And at any point in time, please reach out with anything that you would like for me to do a talk on, because I'm here for it. I love talking about this stuff and I love connecting with you all. So have a wonderful summer and we'll see you soon.